Hi, this month I'm going a little bit outside the box of writing craft to talk more about the emotional and creative side of writing. One reason is that the participants in the Birth Your Truest Story workshop that Jennifer and I are offering are deep into their projects, about midway through the second trimester, to use our birthing analogy. And this part of a project can be particularly challenging. This is when you have to quiet your mind, send your inner critic away, tamp down your doubt so you can really hear the story inside. Then it gets even harder because you have to take the leap to put the story on the page. Why is this so hard? It's hard because speaking truth can be hard. Talking about the things that hurt us, the things we fear, the things we're ashamed to say, all of this may come out on the page. And when it's out on the page, you can't hide from it. Even if your topic is humorous or light, trusting your own voice can be really tough. So how can you summon the courage to move forward, knowing you may be in for this rough ride? In a word, allies. This is really the heart of how Jennifer and I conceived of our workshop. So we wanted to help writers not only tell their stories, but recognize the power of allies to walk with us as we investigate the difficult truths of those stories. So maybe you're wrestling with your own story of childhood trauma. Maybe you're writing the stories of other people who have suffered. Maybe you're working with fictional characters whose pain feels almost as real as your own. No matter where the story comes from or whose story it is, writers need the support of a community to get the story out. Now, I didn't always believe this. I used to think that a real writer sat alone in an attic, scribbling away on a piece of parchment, and I adhered to this idea through much of my early writing life. Then, about 20 years ago, when I began first to seriously write novels, my husband, who's a writer himself, became my first ally. At the time, I didn't really think of him as an ally. I just thought I was sharing my writing frustrations and getting some feedback and talking about my progress. But looking back on it, I see he was always in my corner. He wanted to hear what I had to say. He gave me the kind of feedback I asked for, the kind of feedback I needed, and he never tried to make my writing or me into something that we weren't. Those are the qualities we look for in an ally. One little cautionary note, not everyone's partner will make a good writing ally. It takes a special kind of person to do that, and it's perfectly fine if you look for that outside of your intimate relationship. Today, the idea of writing alone seems as archaic to me as the idea of writing with a fountain pen. I've gradually, over the last decade, expanded my circle of allies to include a writing partner and several writing groups. And I've also been really amazed over the last few months at how our Birth Your Truest Story workshop community has blossomed into a supportive group of allies. I think it's because we bring the best of supportive allyship to the workshop. We listen deeply to one another. We respond honestly and tenderly. Sometimes we even cry together. And through this, we encourage one another's voices to make their way into the world. So my question to you as a writer is, have you found your allies? Have you found the right allies? Have you got support systems, either internal or external, that will carry you through the hard job of writing the words so your story can be heard? Till next month, I wish you productive, supported writing. And do be sure to check out the links in the description below to find out more about our workshop and our other offerings.